Oh, snap. We got some more snow today, and it's April, so what are we supposed to be planting? Oats. And here we are, snow-covered hills, baby. Last episode, we got this done. I still think it looks freaking great. Got everything put away, except for this big dog and our truck we left out. When we woke up, we got a text about a message from here, so we are going to come see what this is about. Oh, 2 animals were moved. Yeah, we had some animals. Look at this. Look at those buttes. I just want to see. We got 1, 2, 3 Angus on the way. Man, this guy was busy. We're gonna have to name him. Let's see. Change name. Ted. Ted. Call him Teddy the Stud. Boom. Teddy is throwing it down. Okay. Oh, look at this. We got a limousine coming. Old Greg, still a little young. We got this old fart. Too young. 1, 2, 2 more babies there. So what is that? 5, 6? 6 on the way. 7. Slow Dusty got laid. Nice. Or did we impregnate that one? I don't know. And then our water buffalo. It's expecting 2. Woo! Dang, that's what I'm talking about. Alright, so is the name change for homeboy? Teddy the Stud. Alright, so that's good. Look at that lazy bum. Alright, so I think the first thing we're gonna do, since it is snowing, we need money, right? So we're gonna sell some wood. We gotta pick up a cedar, and then we need to clear some more. Well, hopefully after we sell some wood, we can get some barns put down. We'll see how much money we get. We need more barns. We need more trees cleared. We want some greenhouses. So it is just time to get busy this morning. Maybe not. Are you gonna slow down, homie? Is he not gonna slow down? Let's go the other way. We can do it. There we go. Alright. I'm gonna get busy and try to get this stuff loaded. I don't know how it's gonna work, but we'll do our best in these conditions. Dang it. I went to all that trouble. It wasn't even recording. I'm an idiot. Alright, anyway. We're going to go sell some goods and hopefully make some good money. Alright, we got our plow on. So our goal is, I'm just going to drive slow and steady. And our plow doesn't seem to do shit. But slow and steady to get down there and try to not crash and total out our truck, because that would suck. Alright, we are rolling up to sell our wood, and let's do it. Oh, wrong button. Take those off, please. Alright, so we got almost 700,000 almost for all of that, which is freaking amazing. I did not expect that. I think It's saying like maybe 300 or so thousand when I checked the stock stuff. So that is great. We got a good chunk of change. We're not extremely rich by any means, but we do have enough money to cruise over, and we are going to pick up a cedar real quick. And then grab some fertilizer and some seeds, load up this trailer, and then get it up to our farm so we can get our oats put in, and then we are going to plant some grass as well. So I will see you guys at the store. Off we go. I mean, at least we do pay for delivery. That thing costs us 500 bucks to get delivered, which is a little unfortunate. Why is that zigging up there? I'm not going up there, buddy. And just like that, everything is rolled. So, finally got some fields up to give our animals the proper care that they need. And now we got another piece of equipment we don't have a home for. Oh man. Alright, so that's kind of a bummer. Get the yard cleaned up, everything put away, and now we are out of space again. Alright, so our hard work has paid off. It's not quite ready. We need to smooth this out a little bit. And I think we're going to just put a little path in here. And we need to put down some flooring. We have a little inside area for them, which will be lovely. Keep them safe from the winter elements. And then, bam. We got a nice little pasture here. I think this said it'll hold about 100 cows, which should be plenty. For our goal, we only need 307 total at the moment. So the building is in, and it looks pretty sweet. This area, we could build a nice little road out. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. And then we still need to, we'll probably mow this before we put down a road. So I think the big thing is just to smooth this out a little bit and make it a little bit nicer there. But yeah, look at that. Heck yeah, we are coming along. It takes some time, a lot of prep work, but we're gonna leave these trees as like a windbreak. We don't want too much wind hitting the cows. We want to protect them a little bit. So now this area we need to level. So that will be our next task today. Is just to, I don't know where we'll start, but at some point we'll start and just go out to the tree line and level everything we can to get it nice and low for our building. Just kind of want to make sure we will be able to fit everything. And this one we do know we are going to put our water buffalo in because it will take milk. Even though we're not looking to make a big dairy farm, there's nothing wrong with getting the products they make. So this one, still got a tree to take out. Maybe a couple trees. It's going to kind of go like right here. So we'll probably just start on the left. See how they look. Look at them. Those beasts out there. Holds 108. So That is a lot of Angus. At some point we'll probably need a bigger trailer to sell stuff. Alright, so they were moved. So that is fantastic. Let's see. We got Teddy the Stud. What should Teddy's ladies' names be? Let's see. Slow Gypsy. Alright. I'm down with that. Energetic Faye. We don't want You know what? Why not? Scary Clarabelle. Alright. You know, let's see if it renamed them. Well, yeah, you know, those are pretty good names. I can dig it. Alright, so we now have one animal barn complete. We can check that off the list. Pretty sweet. I'm pumped about this. Okay, so we are going to get this done. I can feel it in my soul. Hopefully, I can feel it in my soul. Alright. Here we go. We are going to boom. Doesn't really matter where we start it. Alright, so start here. Bring it all the way over here. Back over here. It's kind of close to the tree. And we'll get rid of that tree. And we'll get rid of that tree too. Okay, so we have our base. Now, let's peep the sitch. Alright, so that's a pretty big gap. It means that's going to dig pretty deep. So we're going to go down on this. Maybe that much? Alright, so that's not too much of a build up. It's not too much of a dig down. Alright. I think that works. Yep, that's going to work. I can feel it. Okay, so that's kind of a big build up. Let's go down a little bit more. Alright, I like that better. I don't want too big of a build up, but I don't want to dig too deep. So that's all good. Then here. Yeah, it's a decent little dig down though. Let's actually base it a little bit more off this side. Yeah, let's do this. And then it'll just be a bigger buildup on the other side, which is fine. But at least we know, like once we build it up, we could build a little path. Let's do this forest ground so we can see a little bit better. Alright, so all that's good. Let's save that. Let's exit. Let's grab our machine. Alright, well, gonna hop in this dirty beast. Turn her on. And let's just start working. Of course we're painting. There we go. Alright, so got our place cleared out roughly. So now we are going to see how this fits. Overlaps with what object? Alright, we want to get this like that. Let's zoom in a little bit. Alright, so I want to go up around that tree. What the hell? Actually, right here I think's good. Boom. Let's do it. Oh, I didn't go down. What the heck? Nope, we don't want to customize the fence. We do want a meadow. Alright, let's go peep it. Oh no. That's up a little bit. That is unfortunate. But it's okay. So we got this flat. I think we're going to bring this out all the way to here. We're going to have to get some dirt though. And then that will make this transition a little bit easier. We'll have to get rid of these trees. We'll have to dig out a bunch of this. We'll dig this out and just move it over there. And this is where the animals go. Do we not go in here? I guess we don't need to go in there. Interesting. What does the button do? Oh snap. Look at that. Alright, let's check this out. Apparently that does not open. Let's get these doors open. Looks like where this food goes. A little ladder. Very cool. Where the milk comes out that we're not super concerned about. Maybe food gets dumped over here. Alright, so looks like food gets dumped here. And the water buffalo will be able to come hang out here a little bit. And let's go back here and kind of peep the view. Yeah, that looks actually freaking sweet. But if we bring this out flat here, will it still look as sweet? That is my current question. I think so. Yeah, so I think that's what we'll do. Work on leveling this all the way out. Boom, boom, boom. We'll put another row of blocks up so nothing spills over, and then right over this way we'll kind of just level it all down into a nice grade and be good. Okay, so unfortunately, I feel like that would have totaled our tractor. So I think it's time to sell it and get a new one delivered. Actually, I don't want one delivered. I want to... Well, we got to sell it. We dropped it off the cliff sideways, drug it with the trailer. So I think it's done. Unfortunately. So let's get out. Let's sell it since we screwed up. See what insurance will give us. Sorry, little fella, but you got to go because we crashed you. Oh my goodness. Words. Alright, so let's see if we could get a New Holland. So 302 horsepower. How much will this little fellow cost us? Oh my goodness. Up at 20%. We don't need a front loader. So 300 grand for this guy. That hurts. What about a large? So 435. That's pretty good. 350 grand. So 350. Not this fella. 435. It's already at 352 though. But we can get $375. Whew. It's a T7. What's this one? A T8? I don't know if we need a large at the moment. I mean, 302 horsepower should be enough for what we need. So 285. We're gonna have to finance it. 57. 20,000 a month. 21. Let's go 3 years. We'll probably pay it off sooner. So that's unfortunate. We wrecked our freaking tractor. But that's the same thing, right? If we drive our truck off a cliff, it's going to get wrecked. So luckily we had insurance on it. Paid a delivery fee for this. I need to get rid of that stupid delivery thing. I don't know how to get rid of it without uninstalling the mod, and I keep forgetting. Alright, so we spent more money, unfortunately. Alright, so I don't think we'll make much money on this, but it's better than just dumping it in the yard somewhere. So even if it's 500 bucks, it's 500 bucks more than we have, and we just totaled the tractor, so we need all the money we could get. Alright, we might get a little bit more than 500 bucks. Okay, so now our new wall is done. We still got this little weird edge everywhere. That's fine. We're going to probably just fill it in with some bushes or something at some point. And then this has become a road. We'll smooth this out. Boom. Straight into here to back up for our cows. It's kind of a long way. Oh well. We'll make it work. It's not like we're going to be doing it all the time. Alright, so we got our dirt we need to pick up. We got our little road here. Where's our truck? Let's drive through there just to make sure everything is smooth enough. Yeah, we'll just keep our dirt in here too. Not too worried about it. New tractor's looking pretty. Now, let's see. Yeah, a little bump here. Not too bad. And then we'll just probably make a little path right here. Boom. Oh, don't hit. There we go. And then we will fill this in. You know what? We might just hide this with some bushes. Can we do that? Oh shit! That was close. That was just a little love tap. Why is it? What's it catching on? It's not even touching. Alright, so we got a trailer. It was like $12,000 just for fuel. Got 62,000. Holy cow. 8,200 bucks. Fill it up. Dang. But I do think it will last us quite a while. So that's good. We're getting kind of low on our funds, which is not good. But got a bunch of fuel, and right now we need it. So I'll take this up and fuel up our trommel a little bit, and then we need to start clearing some land. So that's a huge bonus. So our barn up here, I gotta put some more grass right there. I think it's done. Maybe a little grass right here, little touch-ups here and there, but overall, let's take a look at it. Boom. Done. So this is super sweet. We need to throw some grass here. I mean, minus some little things here and there. I think it's coming along very good. Oh, that's a bummer. I wonder if we can just scoop that up. But it does give you that, like, oh, rain washed some dirt over type feel. Which isn't the worst, but I don't know. Don't know how I feel about it. Alright, so we got this all done. So we need to either clear out some land over here. So I'll kind of show you what I'm thinking. We need like a big workshop up here. So this guy's pretty cheap. And it would let us take naps. And get rid of our travel trailer for now until we get our house built. So I was kind of thinking of sticking this up here. Like this. Or somewhere we'll probably have to like level out a bunch of this land. So we can work on that. Or, so I don't know if I wasn't recording part of it. I thought I was, but I wasn't. So over here, we're going to turn this into some greenhouses and maybe some orchards or something. So I got a couple of them I want to put down just to kind of see what they do. So we're going to clear out all these trees and then level this a little bit. Hopefully it doesn't need too much. We're going to keep these big oak trees just because they're freaking badass. So there's a few over here, which would probably give us a lot of wood chips, but we're going to keep those. I haven't even looked at this whole property. But yeah, so we're going to clear out this section. Just get some orchards and some different greenhouses in. And then we need to clear out this section for a field. I might have said this. I don't know if I was recording or not. So, as we're out here clearing this land, I think what we'll also do is move our productions over here. So, like we have our trommel for getting our concentrate, and we have our sawmill. I think we can move those over here too, and we'll put a gold room in. We'll kind of use this little area for the greenhouses as well as those productions, and get them out of our kind of like entryway into the ranch, since it's kind of ugly. And nobody wants ugliness when they pull up from a sweet view going through the trees. So I think once we get some money, we'll move those over here as well. Alright, well, I think this worked. Whoa. We're going to end the episode here. We got a bunch done, so that's pretty dope. Our freaking ranch is coming along very nicely. We got this dope barn. I came back in, and when I loaded it in, my grass is gone. So that kind of sucks. But, yeah, we are making progress. We got all these trees cut. Look at our Angus over there, just chilling in the woods. Well, kind of in the woods. But, anywho, yeah, we got all these trees cut where we're going to put some greenhouses. I want to see how the orchard works. We'll probably stick it over here at first as well. And then we'll hopefully be able to move our productions over here at some point. Obviously, they got to run out of diesel fuel. Has to work through all the wood and all that stuff. So I think our next steps are going to be to finish getting all the wood cleared, get rid of this stump, and then we need to level this land. I'm not quite sure how unlevel it is, actually. It's pretty good, but we'll level it where we just dig down. We're not going to dig up anymore with this guy, just grade down. So if we got to take a layer off everything, we will. So that should be coming. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for keeping up to date with the series. If you want to stay up to date, Saturdays and Wednesdays are when I've been uploading. Subscribe to the channel. Turn on that noti. It doesn't cost anything. It helps me out greatly. I appreciate all of our subscribers and everyone else that has just watched a video. Yeah, we're gonna make this ranch work. We're gonna make it profitable. We're gonna get our horses. Oh my goodness, what the shenanigans! And sometimes I just mess everything up. So yeah, so next time we'll hopefully get some more progress made. And yeah, thanks for hanging out. Catch you in the next one. Peace.